Eh. Today's episode is going to be of epic speed and proportion. I also got a new tripod so I can have better camera angles, hopefully. I have not fixed the lighting situation. Let's just skip to it. This right here is the bike that will be taking Pinky's place. It's a Specialized Rockhopper Sport, which is pretty cool. This is a abandoned and rescued bike. And it's basically 100% original, all the way down to the tires. And it's got a pretty good Suntour X1 build kit, the really dope black Suntour X1 cranks, which are probably going to be staying with this bike. But in order to rebuild it, we must strip it. So that is what we're going to do today. And I'm going to see how much of the bike I can strip with these tools. I'm working with pretty minimal tools. I've got a cable cutter, I've got a ratchet set, a chain brake, a crank puller, a really shitty set of Allen keys, and I'll probably also need probably a flathead screwdriver. We're gonna see if we can strip the bike with just these tools. And this new tripod's really tall, so we'll see if any of these shots look cool, but I'm just gonna try some stuff out. I always like to start with the wheels. Just get them out of the way. Really have no use for these wheels, at least on this bike, because I've got better ones to go on here, you know? But the whole point of this is to prove to myself that I don't need to go to the shop all the time. And really, with some basic tools, I can get pretty much everything that I need to do done. Yeah, these are actually pretty decent. I bought these for this purpose, but I don't think I've really used them for this purpose yet. But yeah, it's pretty simple. When you're going to strip everything off anyways, you just kind of tear into stuff. You know what I mean? Give this a good whack. All right, give it a good whack with something else. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's filled with water. Oh, there's rust water everywhere. Fuck, let me get a towel. I don't know if you guys could see that, what just happened. And if you can, or if the camera caught it, I'm gonna play that back again. Oh. And yeah. There's a puddle of rust water on my floor now. So I'm just gonna get that cleaned up, you know. But I'm trying to prove that it's not the tools that make the mechanic. It's the mechanic who makes the tools, or something like that. All right, now that that's sorted out, most of the time I kind of work front to back or back to front. If you start front to back, things go a lot faster. I will say that what just happened was disgusting, and learn from my mistakes and keep a towel around at all times. I'm currently looking down into this steer tube, and it's you know, I really don't have words for what that is. It's gross, that's for sure. But, you know, I guess I've seen worse. Hey, at least it wasn't seized. Why is that bolt so long? Yeah. Anyways, got these Johnnies off. Same thing with the rear brakes, it's just unbolting. But in all seriousness, I've been really wanting to do a proper bike workshop here at home. I do rent the house, so it's kind of hard for me to justify it. And working in a bike shop, it is nice. But it would be really convenient if I could just wrench on stuff at home and not have to go back and forth to the shop every time I want to do a project. And I think that like tearing a bike down, it's a lot easier. Ready to watch me use the cheapest little park tool chain breaker ever. This thing is sometimes a pain in the butt. We're gonna see today if it works. Doesn't have very much leverage, so you really got to use your finger strength. Oh yeah, easy enough. But I'm also hoping that in doing this this little home project, I'm just gonna throw this in the shitty parts bin, that it encourages someone to do this at their house. I get people that come into the shop all the time with like halfway finished builds, and I really like it because it shows that they're trying to learn. And if you take the right steps and do things the best that you can, oftentimes you can get way further than you think you could. I think any mechanic appreciates that. So if you come in and you got to get just like a bottom bracket installed, or you don't have a chain breaker or something like that, it's pretty easy to help you. And with the cheap bike build off coming up pretty soon, I'd really like to show people that 100% you can do the majority of the work in your own home. I mean, I literally have like, 6 tools here? And they're not nice tools either. These are hand-me-downs or stuff that was freebies, or I think the only things that I've purchased are a crank puller and a legit pair of wire cutters, which, you know, you kind of need. But it's really easy to say like, oh, I don't know, I don't have the skills, I don't have the tools. This is the only true specialty tool that I have at my house. And I guess a chain breaker. But this thing costs like $15, something like that. They're cheap. They're cheap and they're easy to use, unless your crank is seized on. Oh, no, I think it's coming. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Nice. But yeah, right there. CCP 22. Go get you one. Change out all the square taper cranks you could want. And even better yet, you can go over to your local bike shop and ask them to order the tools for you. You're supporting your local bike industry. And that's what everybody should be doing. Oh, dear God. Oh, she's coming. Oh. That was about all the strength I had in me right there. Oh no, I might have gotten this thing stuck. It's okay, I'll figure it out. You know what I could do? and that's called percussive maintenance. It's a real thing, look it up. Now I basically got these few things left. And if you're scared to take this stuff apart yourself, don't be. Because taking it apart is almost as easy as putting it back together. And if you get stuck, you got the Park Tool videos, you got your local bike shop. People are there to help you. So like, go out and get a beater bike and pull it apart. It's really easy to do. I mean, it's like relatively easy to do. That's a crunchy bolt. Wow. I have a feeling that was over tightened. Let's take a look. Oh God. All right, not too bad. Everything on this bike is pretty rusty, so I think it might have lived outside for a little bit. Well, I'm done. I don't have a watch on, but I'd say that took about 10 minutes. It's pretty simple. So now let's well, I need to go get the bike wash and just wipe this thing up a little bit. And then oh, I almost forgot about this lovely seat post. It's so bad. I mean, it was nice at one point. Oh. Okay, now I'm done. That's everything I can do. I don't have bottom bracket tools. If I tried really hard, I might be able to do that though. The rest is just cleaning, taking all the old shit off. I'll probably re-grease the headset. That's it. It's that easy to strip down a frame. We might as well clean it while we're here. So I magically went and got some Finish Line Super Bike Wash. Thank you very much, Finish Line, for sending this over. I have used it a couple times on my mountain bike, and it works pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and use this rag that I ruined with rust. Might even flip it over and just kind of, let's see, we got on just spray. Yeah. Get some of that pink stuff in there and just lather it into the bike. And while I'm cleaning, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my plans here. So this bike is going to be built up in the same riding style as old Pinky. But it's going to have some special little touches, little extra new components, which, you know, part of me wants to tell you about, but part of me also doesn't, because there's some sort of element of surprise that's nice. Not that you're going to have to wait very long. I've got a video coming out on Monday about it. But this thing, it's got some surface grime and, you know, all the normal stuff. but it shines real nice. I like this cleaner a lot. We just got to get in there and use a little bit of elbow grease to get that old dirt off. It's probably really never been washed. And I'm just now realizing this bike is actually blue. This whole time I thought it was black. So it's blue. Quinn's surprised too. You want to come see it? It's like a nebula blue. It's like a deep.
Oh my gosh, it's blue.
It's like a deep navy. I thought it was black this whole time.
Yeah, it's like Skylar's truck.
It kind of is.
That's cool though.
So yeah, I guess the bike's blue. That's something. You know, I don't really know what to say about that. I guess that's kind of funny because the bike that this is not replacing, but adding onto is also blue. Quinn's Bianchi, which is a very different blue. And boy, I really wish I had some speed. Ha! Just kidding, I do. Again, really, shout out Finish Line. This is the magic shit right here. Let me give you a close-up of this experience. So we've got this nasty post. You just hit it with some of this. And I don't know what's in it, but it just melts grease. And if you let it soak for just like a second and not be impatient like I am, you don't need much more than that. You can just go in there with a little screwdriver and it just comes right off. That is grease from the 90s, folks. And then when it's all said and done, it should be pretty clean. I'm kind of getting the sense that this is the boring portion of the video. So I might just skip through it and we'll talk about it afterwards. Well, that's the bike for right now. It's not a Fisher, all right? But it is a pretty cool piece of mountain bike history. It's beautiful, it's blue, it's relatively clean. And I think it'll suit the purposes of this bike very well. And you know what happens? If I don't like this frame, or if Quinn doesn't like it, we just find a new one. It's that simple. That's the best part about these 26er mountain bikes, is that if you build one, you could basically take the parts and put it on any other 26er. You just almost guaranteed it'll fit. That's kind of all I got for today. I really thought this was going to take longer, but everything went smooth, which never happens. And now I've got this pretty rock hopper, which I'm pretty stoked to build. I'm thinking maybe gold chain to match the logos. What do you guys think? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you thought of the homebrew video. I don't know if I like this setting all that much. I think the shop's kind of a better place to film, but you know, one day having my own studio might be nice in here. If you're excited for the cheap bike build off, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get the rules out as soon as possible. And you guys can start building bikes and talking about bikes and looking at bikes on the internet and talking shit about other people's bikes on the internet. All in good fun, you know. Don't want to be mean, We're not mean-spirited. If you're excited to see this thing built up, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. Those are the things that help me the most. And if I get to 5,000 subscribers by February, I'll have a drink about it. You know, I'll see you next time.